Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I beat Amius the Lunar Archon on rotation 3 of Sintranos. I've just got it done. I am a day late getting this done. I missed one of the days of Cursed City when I was away at a weekend, so apologies for that. And it's 3 videos today. It's a lot, so I hope you enjoy. I've also, I know you guys have been saying my mic has been low in some of the recent videos, so I have tried to up the volume on that a bit. So let me know how the volume is now. I think I fixed it. Like if I shout and get angry, we're still good. Like we're not peaking. It's not going to start getting real fuzzy and distorted, but I think it should still be loud. But let me know. I can turn it up perhaps even a little bit more if needs be. Just to quickly mention, like the ones with keys for this one. Okay, we're sort of choosing it with legendaries. Like so we're going to be using very heavy legendaries for this. Some of these fights are really tough. This was the other key one. This was very difficult last rotation. I found it quite doable this time. We just kind of nuked it down, honestly. We had the cleanse from Sanguinia, who's an epic. I don't think she even needs to be booked. I don't even know if mine is booked. No, mine is booked. But yeah, she removes all debuffs from all allies, so she just cleansed the team, and we just sort of nuked the stuff down with Rhonda and with Arix. So 2 free-to-play champions, we just blew them up. Simple enough. And then this one was pretty tough. And again, I used some kind of crazy champs for this one. So this was tricky for me. With double newt, I was basically able to just almost one-shot Bomber. We did double Blessed Bash, and we did the ally attack from her. And what I actually did was, we then were doing A1s from Newt to turn me to control Bommel. Now, Bommel did get a turn, but it wasn't too bad. I think we could even have gone further and fully turn me to control Bommel. He spawned in a whole bunch of bombs, and then we used Blizzard to AoE freeze them, which really reduced their damage. We also had this guy, Drokghoul, in unbooked, but he's giving you like increased defense, which upped our damage on the initial nukes a little bit. He gives you a shield then that also heals. So he was kind of useful. But yeah, that was sort of the theory there, was just, okay, we just go crazy with newts and Morag, and we just kill Bommel real fast. And then we use, yeah, Blizzard's AoE freeze to freeze the bombs, and just try survive through. So that was what we did for that one. I think that actually worked quite well. If you don't have double newt, you can see sort of similar things. You could use a Ruella for decreased defense. This is double newt, but Ruella seems pretty good. Drokghoul showing up a bit. Blizzard, even Grush can come in. Morag, these sorts of champs, I think. But that one did seem like it would be pretty challenging for most people. Now, Amius is also going to be pretty challenging as well. So here's actually, it's probably easier if I show you this team. I think something that definitely made this easier for me is that I have a 5-star Islin. That makes this a lot easier because the Brimstone can't be cleansed. But you're still going to be fine. Like I actually had, this was bad, a second champ with Brimstone. He placed the Brimstone a few times and it didn't seem to be a huge problem. But 5-star certainly makes it a bit easier. And obviously the more stars you have in the champions, the tankier they are. But this was the team. We've got Artak, Sigmund, Islin, Elva, and Manaya. Manaya was unbooked, but still pretty good. So let's click play on this. Let's go through. If I go, oh, there we go. So you guys can see, ta-da. But basically what we did to make this work was in his Form 1, the goal is very simple. We just basically don't do anything, right? We just smack him with our moves. And we just sort of hold on to stuff, okay? We can use the Elva's move to block the stun that he does. I think on the second move he does a stun. That was actually a problem for me on one of the times. Islin landing the Brimstone is going to do a lot of damage, right? So Brimstone, really hard carrying the damage. And apart from that, burns. If you don't have Islin, I think a real good replacement, I tested him and he was really good, would actually be Drexstar, right? So if you didn't have Islin, he's giving us the accuracy aura, which is massive because you need really high accuracy for this. If you don't have him, I think a really good replacement is absolutely Drexstar. Gives you a better accuracy aura, fantastic. But with his passive, every time he's smacked, he's putting burn. So he could absolutely provide you the damage. Islin makes Form 2 a little bit easier with his ally protection, but it's not super essential. So I think Drexstar is a top tier replacement. Might have even made the run better. I don't know. But I thought 5-star in Islin, we'd be crazy not to use him. Honestly. Here we go, when we come into Form 2. Or sorry, that's not form 2. He's just done his thing. I was trying to figure out what did this done. I couldn't remember. So I actually adjusted my strategy as we went a little bit further. So yeah, that's basically what we did. Okay, so we're sort of learning as we go. Let's actually speed this up, and I can walk you through. Because again, much like the first time I did a proper guide on this, when we get further into the fight, it becomes a lot more clear what we're actually doing. So he switches over into form 2. Now, here's a tip. We don't actually want to use the heal reduction here. That's kind of important. So the first way through is a little bit tricky because he stunned us and kind of got through a bit faster, so we're getting kind of beat up, which is bad. But we'll see as we go here. Now, the tip with this is we do want to do this here. This is what I realized to be important. With Manaya, what we want to do, this is the sneaky thing. We want Elva to put up the block debuffs and cleanse when we've got 1 turn left to swapping back, right? Because he's going to swap into form 1, and then he might potentially stun us. We don't want that to happen. We've got 2 decrease attack champions. So what we do, in theory, when there's 1 turn left on his first form, and he's going to flip into this damage form, we want Sigmund to put decrease attack. When he's in this damage form, we want Artak to put decrease attack. He's going to go back into form 1 with decrease attack, which means that he's going to start off by doing this move. He's going to start off by switching decrease attack into increase attack with this move. Then we put heal reduction with Manaya. She needs to have the block debuffs from Elva to resist the stun, so she can actually put the heal reduction. And then Sigmund can actually, with his A1, he can just remove that increase attack, which is fantastic. Islin can also somewhat remove the increase attack. But you can see we did it wrong here, and the boss is full healed. So we're sort of back to the start, as it were. But I think we work it out as we go. But that's basically the theory. So it went very wrong at the start. And again, we're just sort of working our way through. This took about 10 minutes. Artak wants to do the burns whenever he can. The burns are going to do lots of damage. Again, we've got 1 turn. Again, remember, key moves here. 1 turn to his transformation. Sigmund puts decrease attack. 3 turns actually real nice. We swap over. He's going to start nuking us, but he shouldn't hit too hard thanks to the decrease attack from Islin. Great. Now, Artak wants to reapply the decrease attack. It got resisted because I haven't built enough accuracy in Artak. That's unfortunate. Elva's going to do... I think we actually cleansed too early here. We can put on now the ally protection from him, which is fine. You can use Manaya's A3 to help you survive. You can see we're easily able to get through this. I think the problem here is that the boss is going to do his A2 first. So the heal reduction. So you can see we're trying to work it out. We put heal reduction on. I think this is a mistake. So he does his A3. That's great. And we can actually remove the heal reduction. But now he does the A2 and he gets a massive heal. So you can see that's why you want the double decrease attack. Okay. So let's see. When do we work it out? I can't remember at what point in the run we worked it out. I got distracted. My dog also chewed up an ornament at the same time while his work. So that was distracting me. I think a few minutes into the run we go. So again, 1 turn to go. Decrease attack goes out. We can actually use Manaya to top us up. She's got a really strong ally heal. So he switches. He starts trying to strip our buffs. This is another good thing, right? Because Manaya and Elva are both putting out continuous heals with their A1s, it basically forces the boss to go A3, A2 in this form, which is great. I forgot to mention, but Sigmund is perfect for this as well. Actually perfect. He's the best champ, I think, probably for this. Quite possibly. Because he gives us strengthen, right? He gives us decrease attack, and then he gives us strengthen, which is really going to help us survive these A1s. Artak comes in. Artak should decrease. Again, it's been resisted. We've been foiled. Bill, you have to rebuild your Artak with enough accuracy. The aura is not enough, as you can see. So that is going to slow us down a bit. Artak puts the burn on. We're not worried about exploding the burn. He's going to activate all the burns. It's just fine. Should have done the A2 with Sigmund there, actually. But luckily that time, I don't know why that time, actually. I missed what happened. But he actually did the move that we want him to there. Now we can put heal reduction. Okay, now we're happy. He got stunned. It doesn't matter. Artak and A1 try to extend the burn. And now he doesn't get the heal. And we're laughing. We're away. So Yeah, that's basically the key rotation. So let's see. We still have 2 turns left to transform, so we're just waiting, apply the burn. Okay, now we really want Sigmund to put decrease attack. Here we go. Decrease attack. A1 there to extend the burn. She can top us up, heal us up, make us safe. With the decrease attack and all of that, we should be totally safe. Ally protection. Elva, we're actually going to hold her cleanse. Oh, this is where the dog destroyed some stuff. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. Dog destroyed some stuff. Oh, and I think I forgot. I came back and didn't know what I was doing. But Elva should hold her cleanse. We put on the shield from Sigmund. Extend the decrease attack. Perfect. Hold the heal reduction. And we're good. I think this is difficult to do without these exact champs. Burn got resisted. Like I said, I do think you can replace Islan with Drexstar. Heal reduction. I think Manaya is kind of perfect. Even this unbooked Manaya honestly was perfect for this. She really did the job. I think we get this rotation correct on this final run through. Yeah, Manaya is kind of perfect. There we go. Decrease attack. A1. A1s. Boss switches over. We've got buffs. He rips them off. Decrease attack keeps us alive. We save her cleanse 1 turn. Ally protection. Extend the decrease attack. Strengthen. Do some A1s. Now we can cleanse, right? Because the main thing is we need Manaya not to be stunned. The rest can be stunned. It's fine. Put the burns on. Manaya, she could A3 here if you need it. She can A1 as well. Just do a bunch of A1s. We get the Brimstone, which is lovely. He gets smacked. There we go. Heal reduction. Stop that. Sigmund should steal the increased attack. Didn't work. We can decrease it with Islan as a backup. You can see the boss hits pretty hard to increase attack. Could have healed with Manaya for safety. A1 here. Sigmund gets another chance to steal, and he does, and we're fine. Okay, and again, we've got the same thing. Manaya, massive heal. It's really strong. Burns from Artak. 1 turn to transform, so decrease attack there. We swap over. Boss smacks us, doesn't do much. Shield up. Save the thing 1 turn. Ally protection. Reapply decrease attack. Perfect. Nothing happens. We get smacked. 1 turn to transform, so we can apply that. Brimstone goes on. Try to extend burns if there's none. And yeah, I think that was it. I think that was the final part of the run. So it's very long, and he dies from Brimstone. And you can see the final sort of stats here, guys. Islan with the Brimstone doing most of the damage. Sigmund did a bit with War Master, and Artak did a good chunk with Burn. Again, you could absolutely re-gear your Artak with some accuracy and give him Brimstone. Anyone with yeah, like if you've got him 5-star, that was from a previous path, that could be a really good option. 5-star Artak with Brimstone and give him obviously enough accuracy to be landing consistently. You're good. I think Drexstar is a great sub. Manaya, you could sub her with another heal reduction champ. Like you could put in a Mortu or something like that. That could work as well. I found Unbooked Manaya perfect because the massive heal was actually quite helpful. And again, she's not guaranteed to land heal reduction, but it worked pretty consistently. But that is the rotation. Hopefully we explained it clearly by the end right there. The perfect rotation. I think that with these 5 champs, you should have a really good time. Yeah, hopefully it should work really well for you. I think it would work fine even without Brimstone, but it's going to be slower, right? The Brimstone, as you can see, it's doing the bulk of the damage. So I would really be trying to get a good Brimstone in here if possible. Yeah, this is, I think, a great strat for the future. Like, Strengthen to try survive the damage form A1 is really nice. Ally Protection, Strengthen are really nice. 2 decrease attack champs, really nice. Someone to heal and cleanse and put block debuffs. Elva, Python, those sorts of champs are great. Heal reduction. It's sort of like the perfect team. It's slow, but it does the job. I will also say, seeing as, we want to be complete with this guide, here we go. You can see another version of this team. Duchess. I don't have a Duchess. Duchess would work great as well. So Duchess is a good option. He's got Drexstar. He's got heal reduction. So similar team. That also worked fine. But just to be complete, obviously enough, guys. If you've got double Taurus Marishka, that would be your ideal strategy, okay? So if you're stuck on this boss, simply whip out the double Taurus Marishka. Probably throw in an Aesolin the new faction Unity guy. He'd probably fit in pretty well too. Garol, your mythical Garol, always a good option as well. But yeah, that would be really the key, I'd say, is, the double Taurus Marishka. Obviously, multiple ultimate or supreme Galex are pretty good. Rathalos again coming in is kind of interesting. But yeah, hey, look, there you go, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Oh yeah, sorry, there is that rare. Let me just mention that before we go. Like for heal reduction, there is that rare that I don't have them built up. But Hellborn Sprite increases ally buffs. It's kind of nice. But I can put heal reduction, which is cool. I can put weaken, the small version, which isn't a big deal. So Hellborn Sprite could be a really good replacement for Manaya as well. Maybe even better than like a Mortu, but Mortu could work as well. Or Rowan. You've got a few options for heal reduction there. But yeah, there you go. That was how I beat Amius. I thought this team was great. If you've got all these champs, of course, it's tough to get, but maybe you've got them. If you do, they're great. We've got 2 fusions, a login, a guaranteed, and a random pull that's unbooked. Yeah. See you next time, guys. Goodbye.